At that time, they were having it separated. And so, I don't know, I guess there's some, somebody was given some mattresses, questions, and he's like, oh, one card to carry, and then the man was like, hey, I think I'm paying for something or something. I don't think so. I think it's all
You can find out.
Something ways, but he had it. He said he was pull the questions out of it.
I'll talk. I got a meeting with Wade on Tuesday, but I'll get things before then because we're both out. I'll find out from Wade. Because I know part of the issue is the county. We're going to go in that deal a couple years ago. The company was belly up or whatever. There's a lady from that organization now that's working something else. And they're trying to do the same thing. That's why we put our transportation on hold. Because they put a transfer station in our station right inside the landfill. They're supposed to sort it next to it. But Wade found out when we went to the solid waste conference recently, these things don't work. So transportation is a different story for us. But they at least build a drop-off point right in Cartersville. We may not still ever be a transfer, but we're type county, recycling has kind of gone away because twice a week. So it's not affordable. But I'll find out what if we're charging more. I don't think we do.
It's like having a dog at the I know, it's just something shiny or something that something feels good, but it's not really, it may be costing us sure running a separate truck.
I'll get you some. Oh, wow. Yeah, have to get something worked out.
It's right at 7:30. Buckle up, Buttercup. Better be careful how much of this I drink.
I know it. See, I thought I was lucky that I missed the dog carrier.
What's that?
I thought I was lucky that I missed the dog carrier, and now here I am. The size part. Yeah.
He's still here till the end of the month.
It's not like you're hurting a mom and pop.
No.
I didn't see. I got just peppermint.
Who's moderating the vision?
Thanks for saying.
Sorry, Bill.
Yeah, Matthew back.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any. She was. Yes, that'd be great. Thank you.
You know, they had to change. Did you get your iPad changed?
You're the man. Thank you.
They fixed it. You know, you took it in because they said you got to bring it in.
Keith, you about ready to roll? I am ready right now. Everybody make sure your microphones are turned on. And we won't even make Keith sit down, or Carrie for that matter. Good evening. Call this meeting of the Cartersville City Council to order. If you'll please stand for our invocation and pledge.
Good evening. Join me as we pray. Our dear gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this evening. We thank you for the opportunity to come and do the business of the city. And in this season that we enter into with Hanukkah and Christmas and the other joyous times that are celebrated during this season, we give thanks for it and thank you for the hope and the light that we can share to others for what we celebrate. Go with us now as we do the business of the city, and we'll give you the praise and glory for it. And it's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Drake, the roll, please.
Carrie Hodge, Ward 1. Here. Jay Stepp, Ward 2.
Here.
Carrie Roth, Ward 3.
Here.
Calvin Cooley, Ward 4.
Here.
Gary Fox, Ward 5.
Here.
Alyssa Cordell, Ward 6. Here.
Hey, the family's all here for the holidays. Let's jump right to it. Actually, going to ask council, after everybody's waited 30 minutes for us to get started because we were doing other city business. Chair will entertain a motion to add 7 items to the agenda tonight.
Keith's got the other item.
Second. 8, excuse me. Chair will entertain an item to add 8 items to the agenda.
So moved.
Second. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. 8 items are added. We're also going to mix up the order a little bit. Those that are familiar with our council meetings, we usually make Ms. DeSanto wait till the very end to do the finance report. And tonight, as a little miniature gift to her, we're going to move that to the front of the agenda. She didn't ask for it. This is just something we're doing so she can smile and snicker at all the department heads as she walks out, as they do to her.
Merry Christmas.
Perhaps. But good evening, Diana.
Good evening, Mayor and Council, and thank you for the opportunity this evening to share some highlights. And this will be from our October 2025 financial report. Total revenues for all funds through October 31st are $71,992,270, while all expenses for all funds through the same period are $80,749,175. Revenues less expenses then equate to a year-to-date net loss of $8,756,905. Our total unrestricted cash position across all funds through October 31st is $118,788,290. A few highlights include our general fund operating net loss of $5.3 million. This is primarily due to $7.2 million in capital expenditures, which include the purchase of 3 fire trucks, as well as construction of the new recreation center, construction at Matthew Hill Park, and our firing range. Property taxes were billed in October and are due in December, and we expect revenues to pick up as these funds are continued to be received. Other revenues that are exceeding budget this year include local option sales tax, insurance premium tax, franchise fees, fines and forfeitures, as well as our recreational fees. The water fund is also currently operating at a net loss, and this is due to capital expenditures for the current fiscal year totaling $6.4 million. And these capital expenditures are for our water treatment plant expansion, as well as our wastewater expansion and design project expenditures totaling $7 million. Our gas, electric, and fiber funds are all operating at a net profit with healthy cash reserve balances, while stormwater and solid waste funds are operating at a slight net loss due to the purchase of a Peterbilt dump truck as well as an automatic side loader truck. These capital purchases are the reason each fund is currently showing a net loss, but additional revenue collections will improve to a net profit over the course of the fiscal year. Also, when we begin collections of our 2026 SPLOST, those SPLOST funds will reimburse our solid waste fund for the automatic side loader purchase. Please let me know if you have any additional questions or need any additional information contained in this financial report. Thank you.
Just obviously Diane and her team's doing a very good job. As she talked about some of those are capital projects that the mayor and council knew we're going to use the reserves for, and we'll touch on the water one when the council hears the first reading of that bond ordinance here later on this evening.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
wonderful evening.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Menino, you have a few items, including the appointment. Thank you, Julia.
You don't have to.
Now would be an opportunity to approve the council meeting minutes from our December 4th meeting. The council, you've had these well in advance. You've even had a couple of extra items on the agenda tonight to look them over. Now would be an opportunity to make any edits, or if not, a motion is in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Julia, make sure that smart aleck comment's in the minutes.
Yes, sir.
We have the approval, we have, Mr. Menino, we have an appointment to the Historic Preservation.
Yes, thank you,
Preservation
Mayor.
Commission.
We do have a vacancy on the Historic Preservation Commission. Back in May, Lisa Ellis had resigned, and with that, Leah Phillips is being recommended for your approval.
Thank you. Any discussion on this item? If not, a motion's in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Get us started, please, with AZ 25-04.
Thank you again, Mayor and Council. This property has been properly posted and advertised. There appears to be no conflicts of interest, and it has been reviewed based on the exercise of zoning powers for the city of Cartersville. With that, this is annexation and zoning to the light industrial zoning category. The property is currently approximately 19 acres and zoned industrial in the county's jurisdiction. It's located on the east end of Old Mill Road. With that, it did go to Planning Commission. Planning Commission did recommend approval of the annexation and the zoning to the light industrial zoning category.
Thank you. Are there any questions for Randy at this point? That being the case, thank you, Randy. I'll open up a public hearing for the zoning portion of AZ 25-04. The applicant is here and has the first opportunity to speak. If you would please give your name and address for our clerk, please.
Howard Smith, 150 Cherokee Circle. Thank you. My name's Howard Smith. I'm applying to annex and rezone the 19 acres between Old Mill Farm and Chemical Products into the city for light industrial. Primary use is for trailer park, and I have a storage trailer and local use trailer business. I'm on 2 or 3 lots now, and I'm trying to consolidate it all into one location. Next slide, please. This is the survey that you just saw. Next slide. This is a concept plan we did for department head review. We'll likely bring that yard down closer to the driveway just to save money on the expense of the drive. Next slide, please. Like Randy said, it's already zoned industrial. Next slide. Future land use shows the site remaining industrial. Can you go to the Q Public page, please? Actually, you can leave it there because that's from the Q Public. You're going to hear some opposition about seeing these trailers and about how they don't look right. I share a common property line with the opponent right here. It's entirely wooded. So there would likely be no visibility from these trailers to this property back here. Additionally, there's already a trailer yard up on Old Mill Road in the main entrance to this property in front of this Old Mill Farm Road. Entering this property, I mean, we all know what Chemical Products looks like. I can't imagine that what I'm going to put there is going to look any worse than how Chemical Products looks now or is going to look in the future. If you go 2 slides. All right, so this is the trailer yard that I was referring to in the center of the picture. Very similar to what I'll have, but we won't have trucks. We just store trailers on our property. You may hear, next slide please. That's a picture of my trailers on the yard. It's a very quiet business. It's low activity. There's very few trailers that come in and out on a daily basis, and there are no trucks there, so you don't hear trucks idling, you don't hear forklifts banging. It's just, that's how it is during most of the day. Next slide, go again. You may hear some argument about a depreciation of value because of what I'm going to put on this property. This is the home at 239 North Irwin Street. This home is adjacent to one of my trailer yards up on North Irwin Street. In 2019, that home sold for $235,000. In 2025, that home sold for $395,000, which is a 68% increase in value. The bottom photo shows you my trailers against their fence line. So apparently we didn't hurt their value. Next slide, please. This is a home being built at 238 North Irwin Street, which is 2 parcels up and across the street from my trailer yard. The tax assessor has this home valued at $848,000. The bottom slide shows the view out of his driveway looking north on Irwin Street. Again, the trailer yard hasn't done anything to hurt values on North Irwin Street. Last slide, please. These are some area photos of what's out there now. Trucks and trailers are already parking along the fences on Irwin and at the gas station there. So I don't really see that anything I'm doing is different than what's going on in the neighborhood. Again, it's a very quiet use, very low daily activity, and it complies with the zoning that we're requesting. So, is there any questions about that?
Just to be clear, since those last examples you have, you don't plan on parking your trailers on the side of the road? No. Thank you.
I don't think David or Randy would allow that.
And Howard, just for clarification, the parking, the trailer parking lot you mentioned on the other side of the road, that's not one of your existing ones?
No, that's a pay lot where you pay, that's a company out of Atlanta, they have them all over the state, and you pay per unit to park in those lots. That's not mine.
And this lot will be paved?
It'll likely be some type of crusher run or asphalt or paved. I don't know. We hadn't designed the plan yet for that.
Okay.
So you're not transferring freight there from trailer to trailer, or?
There are no loading docks. They're usually empty. I do have a couple that are loaded right now that I'm holding product for a customer. For example, this week a customer called and said, hey, we're moving out of our building. Can we use one of your trailers for storage? So I take a trailer over their location, they load it up, and then I take it back to my yard and it just sits until they decide they want the product or they want it sent to another location. And that's the gist of the business.
But aesthetically, it'll make zero, I mean, it's not gonna make any difference if there's something in that trailer or not.
No, because the doors stay closed on it most of the time.
And somebody had a question during work session. Was it you or Garrett?
I talked to him about it.
Okay, so we're good?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have any other questions. Does anybody here have any questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Anybody else here that would like to comment on the zoning portion relative to AZ 25-04 may step forward and do so at this time.
Is that me?
That would be.
Hi, guys. I don't have any.
Your name and your address for our clerk, please.
William Wright, Old Mill Farm, Old Mill Road, Thompson Wyman Access Road. I'm opposing this basically because I don't think that there's any way that there's an access road that can handle trucks and trailers. The Thompson Wyman Access Road, which adjoins the property that they're trying to access from the county into the city and then become light industrial, is on a road that my great-grandfather built that there are no deeds that I can find that anyone has access to grant them. Perhaps the Dellingers do. I'm not going to go into that, but the access road is a road that's always been the Wyman's. This trailers that would be parked there would come right up to next to my farm where the horses are. I have a potential guy that wants to build a huge equestrian facility here, which the guy's legitimate. I've given Howard his proposal, and I can give one to you guys. And I don't think it is fair for somebody to get light industrial 1/4 of a mile away from the Waterford. When I was trying to get light industrial on my property, which was 1.5 miles away from the Waterford. And I think that this has never been a paved area. Mr. Demi Dellinger told me himself, when he rezoned his property, a little white warehouse, years ago when he was trying to make a lubricant for the chips in your cell phones, that if I signed this thing, it would be rezoned. The only part of the right side of our driveway that would be rezoned years ago. And he promised me nothing would ever be rezoned on the right side of the driveway. 2 nights ago, I went to the county meeting that Boyd Morris has. And I was curious about the acreage of the chemical products that was going to be rezoned there. Because basically, I feel this whole thing with the selling of chemical products is a mishmash of people that are coming in and they're trying to rezone the properties, resell the properties. I do not see any easement that can be given without my knowledge by the Dellingers or anyone else. And the access road is a Thompson-Wyman road. It is not a public road. It is not built for tractors and trailers. And I'm opposed to it because of the future of Old Mill Farm. It backs up right to the farm and the horses. There's no buffer thing on it. And I just don't think it's the right thing for the land. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I address some of that?
You'll have an opportunity to rebut or to step forward after at the end of the public hearing. Anyone else wishing to step forward, speak for or against the zoning portion of AZ 25-04? Now would be the time to step forward. And seeing none, Mr. Smith?
Yes. First of all, there are buffers. The zoning ordinance provides buffers when industrial property borders residential property. There are buffers in place. Again, there's a wooded fence line along the entire shared property line that I have with Mr. Wright. Additionally, the property in front of mine is zoned heavy industrial. So, I mean, if he's worried about trailers on my property, I mean, you could have some really severe uses on the property adjacent to it, regardless of what I do. The question about the road, I mean, we're getting a title search done. If the gentleman can't provide me clear title and offer me the access I need, we don't buy the property. But they've already bought the property from the Dellingers. Obviously, they did a title search and found out that there was clear ownership to the driveway, and so they're conveying me an easement also along that same driveway, and that'll be included in my purchase agreement.
Thank you.
Man, I got a question for Randy.
Mr. Menino?
So, I don't know. Not for me.
Yes.
Stay right there. So this is in the county and zone light industrial.
Correct.
So
It's currently zoned industrial
So
in
Mr.
another
Smith right
jurisdiction.
now doesn't have to annex it in. He could just go in and is cleared to do whatever he needs to right now. in
If
the
that
county. If he-
use is allowed in the county's industrial, yes.
And is the county's buffers similar to our buffers? you
They
don't
may have a larger buffer, I'm not sure. During the planning commission meeting,
But
that
we're
was
not
asked.
technically changing the zoning.
Correct.
It just has to go through that process once it comes in.
Yes, and we have a joint land use plan with the county, and in both, in the land use plan, it is industrial.
That was all perfect.
And the issue with the road, that's really a private,
Yeah, if
It's
they
a
don't have
private matter,
access,
does not involve
they
us.
can't develop it anyway.
gotcha.
Yeah, I will state that I briefly looked up the title record, and when the individuals who sold chemical products sold the property to, they do have a plat, and the plat does show this as a 35-foot access easement road. Now, whether that will meet all the qualifications under the zoning ordinance for Mr. Smith to do what he wants to do, that's something that'll be found out during the design and development phase.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions from council on this item? All right, that being said, I'm going to close, if I didn't already, the zoning portion of this hearing. I'll open up a public hearing for the annexation portion of this request. Please noting that the comments made by both the applicant and the gentleman here to oppose were both, those comments will carry over to the annexation portion of this public hearing. So that being said, anybody wishing to step forward and make comment relative to the annexation portion of request AZ 25-04 may do so at this time. Yes, sir.
I'm opposed to the annexation of the property from the county to the city if it is zoned light industrial, because it's my understanding that the zoning right now in the county is not light industrial, and Mr. Ellinger told me that. Originally it was zoned mining, and if it is zoned into the city as light industrial, I wasn't allowed to do light industrial, and I don't own the front of my property, and I'm opposed to being annexed into the city as light industrial because it's my understanding that it is not zoned light industrial now. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak on the annexation portion of AZ 25-04?
I believe the county refers to as general industrial in the 1A.
Under the county, it's considered I-1, which is their general industrial district, and the county buffer between residential districts is 200 feet.
Okay. In the city?
35.
35. Mr. Smith, I'm going to ask if you can come back up to the podium.
Yep.
Do you have any consideration of an increased buffer size along that portion of the property?
I really don't, I don't, and I don't think I'm doing anything outside of the scope of the zoning that would require me to increase the buffer. I mean, again, it's wooded. There's a natural buffer there in addition to the distance buffer that the ordinance requires, and we're planning to adhere to that.
Thank you. All right, any other comment or question?
Mr. Mayor, if I could ask Mr. Smith to come up, just one
Sure.
question, clarification for council. It's hard to tell from the aerial, but are the woods on your property or his property, or are they in the middle?
I think they're on, I don't know the answer, I think they're on his.
Okay, I was just curious.
Because there's a fence through there and it looks like they're on the other side of the fence.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Well, maybe it's Mr. Lovell or Mr. Menino, but when you talk about a buffer, like if that's a grass field, we're talking about a buffer, does that mean he would have to literally plant a buffer, or
Not
we're just talking about
necessarily.
it's grass, it's grass?
It can be, buffers can stay as they are, depending where they fall in on their use categories, the adjoining uses and everything else. During the design phase, they are sometimes required to put in planted buffers or other type of visual screens in that buffer area. But basically what our buffer is, the base buffer is, he's not allowed to build anything in there except for utilities or driveway going across.
The zoning ordinance defines buffer standards for where planting would be necessary and or other screening methods such as fencing and so forth. It's the standards of design standards are in the ordinance.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or discussion?
I'll just add one thing. If you look, if you stand at the bottom of this property right here, again, with this buffer, you really don't see it. But if you look out through here, I mean, how can you look at this and say, this doesn't devalue my property, but this trailer yard he's gonna build right here devalues my property? It just makes no sense.
Okay. Thank you.
There's no buffer.
Excuse me, the public hearing portion is over. Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments from council? Any questions of staff? Thank you. This will be taken up for a second reading. We'll have 2 hearings and then council consideration. Our meeting on January the 6th. So, moving on, we have the next item is relative to specialty shops and a proposed ordinance change. And we had a discussion during work session, and I don't even know that you need to announce what the item is.
Okay.
Well, why don't you? Go ahead.
Thank you again, Mayor and Council. This is a proposed ordinance amendment to the alcohol ordinance of the city. It's an applicant-driven request. Southern Cove had brought it before the Alcohol Control Board, and with that, Alcohol Control Board did amend their request and did recommend approval with a change of the percentage of alcohol sales to retail sales with a max of 51% retail to 49% alcohol, with some other caveats included in their proposal.
Okay, thank you. Questions for Randy on this item? Thank you, sir. Council, we had a discussion about this item. It takes a lot of consideration. We worked on this through work session, and I know that council would like to take a motion, and I'll ask Councilwoman Hodge if she would like to make that motion.
I make a motion to remove this from the agenda at this time so that council has more ample time to talk about the alcohol ordinance as a whole.
Okay. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And anybody opposed? Sorry, I was wandering around. Motion carries unanimously. Mr. Mignoni, you have the next item, an emergency ordinance amending our alcohol control our alcohol ordinance. Thank you.
Yes, thank you again, Mayor and Council. This is being brought to you as an emergency ordinance because of the time of year it is and our new software for processing licenses. With that, change in managers have been able to be identified a lot quicker with the new software. And typically, we allow 30 days for them to apply, go back to the Alcohol Control Board as the new manager to be placed on their license. With that, in the new software going into effect this month and last month, the actual hearing for those won't be until January for several of them. And with that, licenses have to be renewed by January 1 per the alcohol guidelines. With that, we're requesting an amendment so staff can handle it as an administrative function to renew the change in managers as long as there are no current violations or they're not on probation for certain things and so forth. With that, we do recommend your approval of this emergency reading of the change to the alcohol ordinance.
Okay. Thank you. Any discussion or question? If there's none, a motion's in order.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. And the emergency ordinance passes unanimously. Mr. Lovell, you have a landscape maintenance agreement.
Yes, Mayor, this is our current landscape maintenance agreement for the cemetery. It has a clause in there that allows the company to ask for a 5% increase. This increase would go into effect on March 1st of next year, and this is the last year of their contract, and their previous years they did not ask for an increase. It is recommended by staff for your approval.
Okay, thank you. Questions, comments, or motions?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Mr. Porter, you have the next item.
Yes, a renewal of the MOA with the Red Door Food Pantry and the Cartersville School System. The Cartersville School System approached us, continue with that agreement. The current language in there just has the mayor and council, if you're approved with this, to continue on for another 2 years. It's recommended for your approval.
Thank you. Questions, comments, or motions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Mr. Forsyth, you have the next few, and then if you'll also, at the end of this, one of those added items I believe belongs to you as well.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mayor, Council. The first item is a water storage contract. This is the long-awaited additional storage in Lake Allatoona that we've been requesting for over 30 years now. I personally have been involved with it since 1998. Currently, we own 6,054 acre-feet of storage in Lake Allatoona. This grants an additional 11,328 acre-feet in the lake, giving us a dependable yield of 37 million gallons per day to our water treatment plant. This is a subcontract with the state of Georgia. The state owns the master contract with the Corps of Engineers for this portion. But I recommend this heartily for your approval.
What do you do with all your spare time now once this passes, though?
Well, we got stuff to build now. That's later.
Again, you mentioned how long you've been involved with it. I know the entirety of my time here in office, which is a pretty long time too. And I've seen, especially the last few years, the amount of work and time and diligence that you've put into this. So congratulations and thank you.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
Any other discussion or comment?
Just a long time. I know Keith has said 1991 he's been dealing with it.
Yes.
A little longer than Sydney, but thank you both for the due diligence and getting the thing finally agreed to.
Great. Chair will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Yes,
Right.
you are correct.
Center Road
actually,
tank tree cleaning.
Yes, sir. The Center Road water storage tank has quite a bit of vegetation and a lot of trees grown up around it. We tried to keep up with it for several years, but it just got ahead of us. We accepted bids to clear that fence line of trees, and with the low bid from Wilson Establishment LLC for $8,300. That's to remove everything and carry it off. So recommend that for your approval.
Chair will entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Instrumentation service.
Yes, sir. This is a service by the manufacturer, Hawk, for inline and benchtop laboratory instrumentation for the wastewater plant. This is an annual agreement that we have been working with Hawk for about 5 years now. It also includes loaners, should they have to remove any of that equipment, in this same price for $19,543, and that is for a full year. I recommend that for your approval.
Thank you. Any discussion? If not, a motion's in order.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Now that added item is an invoice for Bartow Precast.
Yes, sir. We had to remove and replace a meter vault that was in disrepair and was actually becoming dangerous in a parking lot at 765 South Irwin Street. Bartow Precast actually had that vault on their yard. We were able to get it in quick order and replaced. That is for $7,736, and I request your permission to pay that invoice.
Thank you. Questions, comments, or motions?
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. And since you're here, Mr. Lovell, that second added item is something you're going to handle, but it's water and sewer revenue bonds. So if you could.
Yes, ma'am. Basically, as y'all know, we've been discussing improvements for the water and sewer facilities in the hopes of securing the contract that Sydney just informed you of. And as y'all know, those projects are right now projected at a not-to-exceed cost of $250 million. We are proposing a bond issue to finance those, which will be financed through existing revenues from the water and sewer funds going forward in the future. It is for y'all for a first reading. There are blanks in there about the final financial numbers and everything, as our finance people and the marketing people that sell these bonds will be getting all those costs to bring before you at the meeting on January 6th. So all the blanks that are currently in that document will be filled at that time. This is recommended by staff for y'all's approval. It's well thought out and is the cheapest, most cost-effective way for us to do this in a timely manner and to meet existing and future needs that are anticipated to come online in the next 2 years.
Very good. Any questions or discussion? And again, we'll take this up for vote, final consideration on January 6th, but again, something that's been in the works for a while that we'll be glad to see come to fruition at our next meeting. Chief Champion, you've got the next couple, please, sir.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This first item is a request to purchase 18 recliners for replacements for Station 1 and 4. Those recliners were purchased at the construction of Station 1 and 4 and are approximately 13 years old. They became in disrepair and demonstrated some issues with getting replacement parts. That total cost is $14,526, and it is a budgeted item.
Thank you. Any discussion? If there's none, a motion's in order.
Make a motion to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Next item, please.
This next item is our annual replacement of uniforms for the department. We're trying to beat a price increases of January 1st. This is a replacement for 146 total uniforms across the department for a total of $79,706.60 from our single source provider.
Thank you. Questions, comments, or motions?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Mr. Morgan, you have the next one, and then if you're ready for those two added items, we can mix
Yes, sir.
those
Thank
in
you.
as well.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Council. We're requesting a replacement vehicle for the customer service group. It would be a 2026 Chevy Colorado in the amount of $36,180. It will replace a 2015 F-150 that's been in use for that group. It's a budgeted item. We're asking for your approval.
Thank you. Any discussion or questions? If there are none, a motion's in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Among those added items is some changes with Hogan Construction and our
Yes, sir.
Police
Yes, sir.
Department firing range.
Yes, sir. Both of these requests, well, the first request is for the construction on the building, and as we're moving forward, it is to cover the removal or replacement of a 16-inch sewer main, haul off on suitable soils, and the remaining building costs will allow us to buy out all those costs in the amount of $3,479,131. We're requesting your approval to move forward with that request with Hogan Construction Group.
Thank you. Questions, comments, or motions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries unanimously.
Additionally, we'll need to upgrade or add additional services in the architectural and engineering costs. We're asking that those be included because the permitting and also the engineering will have to be done for the replacement of a sewer main, the additional permitting, and the increased cost of the range. We're requesting council approval to move forward with these additional services, A&E services, with CPL.
Thank you. Any discussion? If there's none, a motion's in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Freddie. Mr. McKee.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Council. The first item that we have for you from the Electric Department is a request to purchase an S&C electric pad-mounted switching cubicle for stock. This is a sole source provider for us with Cresco Utility Supply, and asking for approval to purchase that from that company in the amount of $42,649, and it will be a budgeted expense.
Thank you. Is there any discussion on this item? If there's none, a motion's in order.
Make a motion to approve the purchase.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Next item, please, Tom.
All right, the second item is the purchase of some wire for a project that we have going on at Messer LLC in Guyton Industrial Drive. This would be a request to purchase 3,470 feet of this specific wire for a cost of $12,908.40, and this would also be a budgeted expense.
Thank you. Questions, comments, or motions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Tom. Mr. Bagley.
Yes, sir. We are requesting for approval to purchase Placer AI location intelligence platform that provides data to support multiple city departments. The total for the first year of services equals $20,900, and we request your approval.
Thank you. Any discussion on this item? If there's none, a motion's in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Logan. Mr. Archer.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
Good evening.
Parks and Recreation is seeking approval to purchase the prominent DMC 513 chemical control system for the Aubrey Street pool. This will be the final of the 3 system installations. This will upgrade the current system to provide better monitoring and distribution of the chemicals for the pool. Aquatic Consulting and Equipment had the lowest quote at $9,545, which includes delivery, installation, and training. This is a budgeted item and recommended for approval.
Thank you. Any questions for David on this item? If there are none, a motion's in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, David. Mr. Greer.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. This item is the construction and installation of a aerial fiber pathway to be built from our Irwin Street data center to our North Node data center on Industrial Park Road, which is about a 7-mile fiber build. This is actually to replace our original fiber from 1997 that we put in, I guess, 28 years ago, and we've had some problems with some of the fiber disintegrating and degrading because it's been on the pole for so long. Total amount from our contractor SkyTech Communications for labor and installation is $130,501.35. There's also additional invoices for materials and splicing. So for materials from Gray Bar for $61,161.73, and some splicing charges for $12,042 from NRS Contracting for a total of $203,705.38. It's a budgeted item. Only $160,000 of this is budgeted. The rest of the money we asked for to come from the 2020 SPLOST, and we recommend this for your approval.
Thank you. Questions for Steve? If not, a motion's in order.
I've got one question.
Sure.
Does this help us increase our customer base?
It will. So the original fiber that was run in 1997 was only 60 fibers in the cable. Now we do a lot with that because we can split that into one fiber into 64. So this will be 96 new fibers. So this will last us another 30, 40 years. Yeah.
Okay. Any other discussion? If not, a motion's in order.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank
Thank you, sir. All right, that works us down. Mr. Lovell, I believe you're going to be heading things up for violation appeal from Waterfall Head Spa.
Did we do the software replacement? Yep. Oh, okay. I must have dozed off again during the meeting.
That's all right. I do that to a lot of people.
Yeah, all right. Julia, if you could, go ahead and call the AT&T translator line, and we need a Mandarin translator. Yes, Freddie did that when he did his presentation.
I was sleeping.
Yeah.
Trying to be efficient, Matt's trying to be as efficient as possible.
Okay. Would the representative of Waterfall Head come forward? And you do speak and understand some English, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to do some introductory things first, and if I say something you don't understand, stop me, and I'll wait for the translator.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Mayor and Council, you will be having 2 violation hearings tonight where staff determined that 2 businesses in town were in violation of various city ordinances and then issued a 90-day revocation of their business license. The applicant, you do have a letter where staff revoked their licenses, which are as part of your package. You also have a letter which is the applicant's appeal as part of their package. If you've noticed in their appeals, they admit the majority of the violations. What the applicant wishes to do today is they will be pleading guilty to the violations and asking you for a reduction from 90 to 60 days of their request. Yeah. Is there a translator there?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Ma'am, can you hear?
That's what you wanted to hear.
Hello?
Yes. Hi, yes, I can hear you.
Okay. The purpose of this is we're having 2 business license violations. And she doesn't need any translating yet. I'll let you know when we do. And she will be pleading guilty to it and then asking for a reduction of the sentence to the mayor and council tonight, just so you're aware. And you are a translator that can translate Mandarin to English and English to Mandarin. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you. If you would state your name for the record.
My name?
Yes.
My name is Ying Li Chang.
Okay. And if you would start translating this from what I'm saying, and you are the owner and representative of Waterfall Head Spa.
Yes.
好，然后您是Waterfall Head Spa 的所有者以及法人代表，对吗？
是的。Yes.
And today you are coming before the mayor and council to plead guilty to the violation on the letter you received.
Yes.
If you would just translate that, just so we're sure.
然后今天您来到委员会这里认罪， 就是承认您违反了相关规定，是因为您的信上面写着。
Yes.
And just to confirm, in your translation, you did ask her that she was pleading guilty to this offense.
Yes, I'm guilty.
对，我再确认一下哈。您是就是说您是就这一项违规是认罪的。
是的。Yes, I'm guilty.
All right, thank you. At this time, I will allow, basically, there's a 90-day revocation of her license. And it's my understanding she's going to ask for y'all to reduce that to 60 days. You would translate that?
然后的话，基本上本来是有一个90天的剥夺，然后您现在是想要减到60天。
Yes.
Now, at this time, you can make your argument to council why you believe it should be reduced from 90 to 60 days. You can do that in English, or if you need to, you can go here and do it in Mandarin to the translator, then the translator can explain that to council, whichever way you want to do it.
Okay, so he want the translator for me?
Yeah, you can step over here and tell, if you need a translator for anything, you can do that. If you don't need a translator to say what you want to say, then do it. Just tell the translator what you need translated. And you can step over there to be closer to it.
Okay. So because the building is me and my daughter, so we have to pay the payment. Yeah. So if we close too long, so it's be hard for me and my daughter.
Do you have any other reasons?
This waterfall is normal, just myself. Sometimes it's contract. I call some people come help me. It's my license normal put the wall, but we do the remodeling, so we just take off, not get back. I know this wrong. And we have the champagne give the customer this free for somebody birthday, is anniversary. I don't know, it's this break the law. I don't know, we can't free give somebody, still need a alcohol license. So, but right now I know if I will change, give some tea or some other drink, it's not alcohol. I know I'm wrong, so I'm really guilty. Just please give me 60 days, not too long. Thank you so much.
At this time, council can ask you any questions. If you don't understand any of their questions, let us know and we'll have the translator rephrase that for you.
Any questions from council?
Mayor, at this time, it would be appropriate to close the hearing, but I did forget to do something first, so I do want to do this. If you would, please raise your right hand. You do swear or affirm the testimony and statements you are making before the mayor and council tonight were the truth and the full truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. I should have done that at the beginning, but we did it at the end.
So, about the alcohol. You're telling me the one time you served alcohol happened to be the one time that the city came by to check on you?
Just one time, no more. Sorry.
But you said you'd...
Mayor, wait 1 second. If you would.
Yeah.
I believe the question the mayor would like to ask her is, the only time you served alcohol at your establishment was the one time that the city staff
came by. If you could translate that.
Yes.
对，其实我想问的是，你店里面唯一一次供应酒水，就是市政工作人员来检查的那次。
No, before is have customer coming. Yes, we give just happy birthday, just like a gift. Yes, I
Okay.
was, yeah.
Okay.
So if I understood your response, you did provide alcohol on more than one occasion if a customer came in and there was a special occasion, like
No.
a birthday or something.
Yeah, only for birthday, anniversary, after they finish, so we just give to just a little bit, just make a video, people happy, so I'm still made to send a TikTok, so.
Anybody else have any other questions?
I have a question for Randy.
Randy, raise your right hand. You do swear or affirm testimony or statement you're about to make in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
So she's asking for a reduction from 90 to 60 days. And let's say council decides we're going to honor that, whether we do or not, let's just say we do. Is 60 days long enough for her to get in compliance with all the things that are out of compliance?
I can't answer that. There were some building permits that will be necessary because there was some change to the building they're in. My understanding, they may have cut through a firewall and put a door between two sections that would have to be fixed or corrected. Maybe they put a fire door in there, I don't know.
In other words, if they are able to complete it and y'all reduced it to 60, they could get a license. However, it takes them 120 days to make all these corrections. They won't be able to get a license till 120 days.
Got it.
And based on the ordinance, they would not be able to get alcohol ordinance.
Yeah.
Specialty shops are only allowed in the downtown business district.
Right. Okay.
Ma'am, did you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions?
At this time, the city would ask you to close the appeal hearing and turn it over to council for deliberation.
So well, I was waiting for an opportunity to ask questions of our code enforcement folks. Is now
You can do that, yeah, now at this time. If you
Okay.
would, call them up. And remember, after you ask your questions, we need to make sure she understands what they were, or if we need to have that translated.
Okay.
Okay. You want to hear from both Ms. Fritz and Mr. Sturgis?
Sure.
Okay. If you both would, raise your right hands. You do swear or affirm testimony or statement you're about to make in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay. John, if you would come up closer so they can all hear you, and the translator especially.
Julia, do you want to go? Julia wants to go? Okay.
Mayor, if y'all have any questions, staff is here.
I guess I'd just like to hear from your perspective the report and why you felt like this was
Sure.
necessary.
Well, just in a breakdown, Julia was notified by Cobb Police to interview an applicant that had applied for a business license in Cobb County. That applicant was reflected on the application that Ms. Chang had submitted for her business license last year. So we agreed to meet Cobb County out there. On a certain date, when we went in, I think it was December 3rd, we met them. We went in just to inspect the business. When we entered the business, there was 2 employees in there. Neither one of them hold a massage license. We recognized that the building had been modified with the firewalls cut through, doors added. And as we inspected the property, they had added a suite up front and added electrical and plumbing for a salon addition. No building permits, no massage or cosmetology license whatsoever were hanging in plain sight in the business. We inspected the rooms. We determined there was alcohol at the business on both sides. They admittedly said they had been serving alcohol to customers.
Okay, John, stop right there. Have you understood everything she said to
Yes.
this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay. And then we also observed a zoning violation in that one of the employees was living in an apartment downstairs that was not zoned for residential use, and it also had several fire code violations in it as well, with space heaters, mechanical violations and things like that. So after discussion with Mr. Lovell and Mr. Menino, it was determined to close the businesses until they could get into compliance with the building, zoning, and business license ordinances.
Thank you.
But I will say at the time of inspection, there were no licensed employees on site, but they were open for business.
Ma'am, did you understand everything?
Yes,
that Mr.
yes,
said?
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's all I have.
Anybody else have any questions?
And she owns the building?
Yes.
Yes.
And after Ms. Fritz has made her statement, is there anything else you would like to tell council?
The waterfall, yes, have some door. I don't know. I think, yeah, I don't know. It's need, but the normal we already application we open. We have the fire marshal, everything building marshal, but have one door we open with the massage, perfect massage. The door we open the door, have the wall. We not application permit. And the front building before is the cabinet. So right now I want inside just with waterfall. I just put a cut hair, 2 chair and 2 wash hair. Yes, this the front of the building. The plumber I have not application, have not permit. Yes.
So basically what you're trying to tell council is
I have, yeah.
You didn't know you needed permits
For
to
the-
make these changes to the building.
Yes, I think my building inside just put 2 from the restroom, go there, put the plumber and just put 2 wash hair this. I really don't know. And inside I asked before we buy the building, the owners, they said that's old building, you don't need so every wall you can take off.
Understand?
Yeah, every wall you can take off. So I don't know. So we take off the wall between the 2 businesses. I would need a permit. I just don't know the last laws. I'm wrong. I need to learn more. It's here. So, so right now I try to fix all I find the building and the business, big business. They help me drawing the whole building, everything. And the plumber, my husband already via application, plumber, everything. And for the door, yeah, I paid lots for people help us fix our problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, my husband said something, so okay.
If you would wish
Yes,
to
yes,
call him up as
yeah.
a rebuttal witness, you may.
Can I ask one more question?
If you would like to, yes.
Ma'am, do you own any other businesses in town?
Yes,
Where's your other business?
massage time,
9 South Gilmer Street.
Okay.
yes.
Sir, if you would, raise your right hand. You do swear or affirm testimony or statement you're about to make in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, if you would state your name and address for the record.
Robert Calley, 2071 Honeydew Lane, Kennesaw, Georgia, 30152.
Now, you may ask him any questions
Yeah.
that you want him to answer.
Yeah, can you?
Oh, well, I was just going to say she has Chinese friends and friends of friends who are in construction, plumbers. She assumed they were going to be pulling permits. Why they didn't pull the permits is beyond me, but they didn't. So she's reached back out to them. They're putting the drawings together, they're applying for the permit. They'll go with the inspectors if they find, if they have to tear the sheetrock down to show the work was done correctly. So be it, we'll pay for that to happen. But the ball's already rolling.
Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, like the alcohol, it was just, like you said, I mean, they just had little plastic champagne glasses. And it was just, you know, they could have used sparkling wine. They didn't realize that it was considered selling it since it was part of the transaction. So it was, you know, couldn't have been more than just 2 ounces of champagne. And I don't even know if they probably drank it, but I mean, it was just for a photo op. So, you know, I can understand it's a cultural thing also.
Mayor and council, do y'all have any questions of him after he made his statements?
Unrelated to this, when you, in your Gilmer Street business, did you have to do any building adjustments?
Yeah.
Did you have permits for it?
I have no idea. I wasn't involved with it. I'm not involved with the business. I just, she comes home and says, we need a business license renewed, do it, and I just do that kind of stuff.
The Gilmer Street, with all the application permit, everything inside, all the company help me. They have not, yeah. That building is me and my husband at the building.
Yeah, and I think they may have thought that a lot of it was just carpentry, since they weren't load-bearing walls. I don't know how much permitting you need for carpentry and licenses, but you know. And then the plumbing they put in for the shampoo sinks was just PEX pipe along the floor, and then he built a little, you know, like a cove base over it. So they didn't tear anything out. They just tapped off the bathroom.
If there's no other questions, and do you have anything else you want to say, ma'am?
No, please give me a chance. I will not do anything wrong. I will learn more. It's the law. I try to be real American.
At this point, unless there's further questions, we'll turn it over to y'all for deliberation.
President.
Yeah,
You can be seated. You want me to speak first? I guess so. I mean, I'll say, I mean, we all make mistakes, but there are rules to follow in the city of Cartersville. Owning a business is a responsibility, and I don't see any reason, given the egregious nature of the violations, that I would feel comfortable reducing it. And if anything, I wish I could double it, quite frankly, but I'm not going to be that punitive tonight. So that's one man's opinion. There's 6 others up here that need to deliberate that, but you wanted me to talk first, and I did.
I'm in agreement. I think that code enforcement made the correct call, and it needs to hold at 90 days.
I'll make a motion that we enforce the 90-day suspension.
Is that the proper
That is
procedure
proper,
to this?
yes.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Just so you know that you're going to have a 90-day suspension. We'll start from today, tomorrow.
Okay.
And at the end of that 90 days, if you've met all your other requirements, you can apply for a new business license.
We have to apply new business license.
Yes, after 90 days. You have to wait 90 days to do that.
So it's
But
not 90 days from the day it was closed? Since they've already been closed for...
Y'all closed the entire time?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's 90 days from the date you're closed. I'm sorry, I thought y'all were open during this time. Okay. Yeah, it's 90 days from the date y'all closed, whatever the date that was.
And I can renew before the license, I have to apply new license.
Yes, you will have to apply for a new license for next year.
The other license expired December 3rd.
Right, because your old license is
Now
expired.
they've already renewed.
Well, we were going to renew it tomorrow. She just had the documents.
Besides, Tom is the only one that has renewed. These 2 have not renewed.
Okay. You'll just need to apply for a new license.
We can renew this to
Can I
business.
renew them tomorrow?
No.
Oh,
You can't do it until the 90 days is up.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
All right.
Was that gonna be on December 4th, is what it's gonna go back to, because we closed it that afternoon on the 3rd?
Yeah, so
We
December
officially
4th will be the first day. If you would, could y'all tell her to come up? Yeah, we have a translator here. Now, this person you will have to translate everything for because they do not speak English and they only speak Mandarin.
Okay.
If you would ask her to raise her right hand.
请您举起右手。
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
您是否发誓或者确认此次您将要做的见证或誓词提供的都是事实，仅是事实，完全如实？
Tell her to answer you.
对，您需要向我回答。
回答。
Tell her to tell you yes or no.
你说 yes。
您这一次所做的，您需要宣誓说您这一次所做的证词是绝对真实，绝无隐瞒。OK。是或否？
And she basically said yes to this.
对，然后您说是吗？
She has hearing.
如果你听不清，就可以走过来一点点。
Has she said yes to the oath?
啊，您的宣誓是否？你说的是吗？是。Yes. Yes.
Now, if you would, state your name for the record.
好，那出于记录，请您说您名字。军孔。
Are you the representative of Pampered Foot and Body Massage?
好，您是否是 Cartersville 和 Body Massage 的代表？是的。Yes.
It is my understanding that you wish to plead guilty today to the violations.
啊，我的理解是，您今天是希望就这些违规行为认罪。Yeah. 就
Is that a yes or a no?
所以您是说的是还是否？
我们没有，我们没有喝。我老公会喝酒，他因为他有病，我把酒拿到后边，我们从来不喝酒。这个是确实我起誓，店里从来没有禁烟酒。
I mean, I didn't commit any violation. My husband just had a drink, but I mean we put the bottle in the back, so we never really run alcohol business. I can swear that.
If you serve alcohol at all in your establishment, that is a violation.
其实就是说，如果您在您的店里面提供了酒水，就是违法的。
没有给，从来没有给。
问你认不认罪？标题问你认不认罪，你就认罪就完
We
了。
never served alcohol to the customers.
就认罪。
认罪，我认罪。
Okay, but yes, I plead guilty.
Okay, very good. It is my understanding she wishes to ask the City Council to reduce her revocation of her license from 90 days to 60 days.
好，那据我了解的话，您是希望议会将您的执照吊销时间期限从90天缩短到60天。
She is, one in the purple sweater is licensed. She just said to have it hanging.
Okay. Now, if she would tell you why she wishes the council to do that, and then you can translate that so council can hear.
好，那就麻烦您说一下，说为什么您希望议会这样做，然后翻译的话会把您的话翻译给我，他能听到。
That's what I'm gathering.
他说为什么要你跟他们要求，他们要给我们停止90天的执照，为什么要换成60天？让你把你的想法说出来。你就跟他说，你说我的店，你说我投资了，我不赚钱，我不赚钱，我也没法生了，对不对？
因为我投资了这么多钱，我希望能早点开业。
Okay, because I invested a lot into my store, so if I keep it closed for too long, then I couldn't make enough money, right? I just hope it could be reopened sooner.
Melissa, Calvin, could y'all hear that over there?
Not clearly. I mean, it's very
Ba-
muffled.
Basically, what she said was that because she's invested a lot of money, if she can't open, she could possibly lose her business, and she would like to be able to reopen it as soon as possible.
Okay.
Is there anything else she would like to say?
没法啊，我没有钱生活不了，我老公还有病。
And we cannot make a living without that money, and since my husband is sick.
Basically, as I understand what she said, is that they can't make a go out of the business without being open, and her husband is sick. At this time, Mayor and Council, do you have any questions of her? Please tell her that the Mayor and Council had no questions, and we will now turn the matter over to them for them to deliberate and make a decision on whether her revocation will be 90 or 60 days.
好，然后议会会长是没有问题的，所以接下来的话，我们就会讨论该项事情，然后由他们来审议决定，说是要撤销您执照90天还是60天。
Okay, she understands. Mayor and Council, I'm now turning it over to you for deliberation. Please be advised that anything you say needs to be translated by the translator.
I feel the same way as I did before about the other violations.
If you would let her know that.
好，然后我对您的这个违规的看法和刚刚的那一位呢是一样的，同样的感受。
Anyone else?
Is the motion done? Or
Sure.
I make a motion that we uphold the 90 days.
Second.
If you would let her know that a motion was made to uphold the 90-day revocation, and that motion was seconded.
然后的话，我们的动议决定是还是维持90天的撤销令，然后动议是已经得到了复议。
Does she understand?
你明白吗？
我明白，我希望在座的能够帮帮我，让我早日开业，因为没有钱，没法生活。
Well, I understand this, but I still hope the council could help me to get the business reopened as soon as possible, because without that part of money, I just don't know how to survive.
At this time, there's a motion on the floor, and it is appropriate for the mayor to call for the vote.
There's a motion, a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously.
If you would, let her know that the mayor and council voted unanimously to approve the motion to uphold the 90-day revocation.
好，那接下来的话，议会就会进行匿名投票，来决定说是否要保持90天的撤销令。
Let her know that the revocation starts effective December 4th and will go 90 days from that date.
好，然后撤销的话是从12月4号开始生效的，然后是从那天算起的90天。
Also let her know that it's my understanding she has filed for a renewal of her, not yet, okay. Let her know she cannot file for a renewal of her business license until that 90 days is up.
也就是说，直到您的90天禁令期限满之前呢，您是不能申请营业执照续期的。
And let her know that she and the other individual can go get all the permits they need to get their building up to code so they can operate during that time. They don't have to wait for the 90 days to do that.
然后您和另一位，现在就是可以去申请所有整改需要的执照，然后来实现度可标准。所以这个的话，您是可以，就不用等到说等满90天再这么做了，你们是已经可以开始去整改。
Do you understand that? Okay, thank you. Tell them the matter is concluded and they can leave, and they will get a notice from the city about this, will be mailed out to them tomorrow.
然后的话，事情已经结束，你们是可以离开了。然后之后会收到关于这件事情的通知，便会。
Okay. Julia, do you have their addresses to mail things to?
Yes, we have the 900 North Tennessee, but I understand that you guys are not receiving mail there. Your mail is getting returned to us from 900 North Tennessee Street. So if you want us...
Do you have another mailing address you want them to mail it to?
Yeah, we got the certified mail to my house.
The ones that were sent to the home, but the thing, her address at home is not the same as your address at home. So I need a home address for her, because your mail at 900 North Tennessee is getting returned to us.
Oh, yeah. So, can you just send it to my home address?
Send both?
Yes, both, yes.
Send both to your address?
Yes,
Okay.
and I have that.
Very good. All right. Thank y'all very much. And you're all free to go and tell the translator thank you.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lovell. We do have one final of that 8th item that we need to.
Yes, Mayor. As the mayor and council knows, the city and county have been operating a joint fire training facility for several years off of, what is that road? I forget. Pacamine Road. Off Pacamine Road. The city has outgrown that facility, and we are entering final negotiations with several individuals for potentially acquiring a new fire training site. I would ask the council to approve the motion to authorize the mayor to sign a contract not to exceed $3 million for the council to acquire a new fire training site.
Thank you for that. Is there any discussion on the item? If not, a motion is in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries unanimously. I don't see anybody in the room that would have anything that they would want to add to this meeting other than Merry Christmas and continued Happy Hanukkah to those. And city offices will be closed on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. If those are your garbage days, you're not going to get garbage service. If you need public safety folks, they're going to be around. But again, just if your day is Wednesday or Thursday, leave it out on Friday, probably leave it out on Monday, and our folks will get around to it so they can enjoy the holiday season as well. It's a pleasure and honor to serve with each of you. We wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. So anything else to add?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. The next scheduled council meeting will be on a Tuesday, January 6th.
Thank you for that. January 6th will be our next council meeting. That is a Tuesday.
6 p.m., 7 p.m.?
7 o'clock. 6 o'clock work session.
Absolutely. Anything else? Oh, by the way, this little fella, if you're watching on the, there's Ms. Ylva Saker's kindergarten class gave me a little gingerbread man to pal around with. His name is Junior, as I'm told. So he's been the one that's hanging out here. That's why I've got him sitting in front of a council tonight. So there you go. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Yeah.